Welcome all to my YouTube channel Shweta Gupta Classes. As we are doing chapter 2nd of class 12th chemistry, that is solutions. In that chapter today we'll be covering the topic solubility of a gas in a liquid. How a gas is being dissolved and how much amount of a gas is dissolved in a liquid that we are going to study today. Now, when we talk about liquids, it is generally first we take the example of water. So, when we talk about water, so in water, almost all the gases are soluble. So, almost all gases are soluble in water. Now, what do you mean by solubility of any gas in a particular liquid? So, what it indicates, what it is exactly. Solubility of any gas, suppose it is a liquid and we have to take 1 cc of liquid, that is 1 cubic centimeter of liquid. So, on taking 1 cc of liquid, in that we will try to dissolve a certain volume of gas in cc. So, on applying pressure, the amount of this gas or the volume of gas that is being dissolved, that is easily dissolved in 1 cc of liquid at a certain temperature and at 1 atmosphere pressure is known as the solubility of any gas in a particular liquid. So here's the definition. Solubility of any gas in a particular liquid is the volume of gas in cc that can be dissolved in unit volume of liquid to form a saturated solution. To form a saturated solution. Here we will be dissolving the gas, a certain volume of gas in this liquid, 1 cc of liquid. Till what time? Till the time this solution becomes saturated. You all know what is saturated solution? Saturated solution is the solution when the space between the solvent molecules is fully occupied by the molecules of the solute. When there is no space left, then that solution is saturated solution, or when no more amount of solute can be added to the solvent. So till the solution becomes saturated at a certain temperature and under a pressure of 1 atmosphere. Now next one is what are the factors that affect the solubility of a gas in a liquid? What all factors affect the solubility of a gas in a liquid? So the first one is the nature of gas and the liquid. The same we have done in the case of solubility of a solid in a liquid, that is the nature of the solute and the solvent. In the same way we will take here also the nature of solute and the solvent. Here we are dissolving gas, that is a solute, in a solvent, that is in liquids. So there are different gases and different gases dissolve in same solvent at different rates. All the gases will not be dissolving in liquid, in the same liquid, at a same rate. For example, gases like H2, O2, N2 and helium. These gases dissolve in water to small extent. Now, question comes to our mind. Why these gases dissolve in water to small extent? ये बहुत कम water में dissolve क्यों होते हैं? Now, the reason behind this is these gases O2, N2 and H2, oxygen, these have the same element, so no one is more electronegative as a result of which these gases are non-polar in nature, because polar are those in which two different elements are there and one is more electronegative than the other. But here these are non-polar molecules. So as these gases are non-polar molecules and we have to dissolve non-polar in polar solvent, because water is polar in nature. Here oxygen more electronegative, it will tend to attract the shared pair of electron of hydrogen toward it. As a result of it, dipole will be created. So it is a polar solvent. So if you want to dissolve this non-polar gas in polar solvent, then it will become really difficult, because we have studied earlier like dissolve like, but they are not likes. It is non-polar and it is polar. They are opposite in nature. So now, but I have told you they will dissolve to a smaller extent. Now what is the reason that they dissolve to a smaller extent? The reason behind this is that these gases O2, N2 and H2, they have pi electrons, and these pi electrons which are present in these gases, they are susceptible to polar environment. That is, they somewhat or somehow are susceptible to polar environment, and these pi electron will induce some polarity in these non-polar gases. What I told you, these gases are non-polar in nature, so it becomes difficult to dissolve in polar solvent. But these gases will have pi electrons, and these pi electrons are susceptible to polar environment. They like polar environment, and these pi electron will induce some polarity, some amount of polarity, and thus making them little bit polar and thereby dissolving them in a polar solvent, that is water. Now, in the same way, gases like NH3, HCl and SO2, these gases are highly soluble in water, because these gases are polar in nature and they easily dissolve in a polar solvent. Now next one, effect of temperature. You all have seen in your house when your mama put water in a fry pan and she switch on the gas. So as a result, this water gets heated up, and if you put a plate over this fry pan, after some time this plate start rising up, ऊपर उठने लग जाती हो plate. It is due to the gas which is produced by this water. Water turns into vapor phase. Vapor phase is a gaseous state. So gas from this is expelled out. यहाँ से इस लिक्विड में से गैस बाहर निकल कर जाती है. So gas is being expelled out. So on increasing the temperature, liquid changes into gas and gas moves out, or generally the gas dissolved in this liquid moves out of the liquid. So on increasing the temperature, the solubility of gas decreases in a given liquid. Now we can explain it on the basis of Le Chatelier principle also. Whenever you dissolve a gas, these are the gas molecules in a liquid. This is the liquid in which you are dissolving these gas molecules. So when you dissolve these gas molecules in a liquid, then the process of dissolution is exothermic in nature. When you dissolve a gas in a liquid, heat is produced. So the reaction is exothermic in nature. And due to Le Chatelier's principle. Le Chatelier's principle. When the reaction is exothermic in nature, when will this solubility of gas will be favored? The solubility of gas will be favored when the temperature will be opposite of this, that is will be favored on decreasing the temperature according to Le Chatelier's principle. That is, when gas is dissolved in a liquid, that is solvent, then solution plus heat is produced because the reaction is exothermic in nature. So if you increase the temperature, then the equilibrium shifts in backward direction. So you have to decrease the temperature so that the gas will dissolve in the given solvent easily. Next one is effect of pressure. So what is the effect of pressure? Solubility of a gas. Now we'll take an example. Here we have taken a container, and in this we have taken a solvent, and above the solvent here are the gas molecules. So lower part is the liquid and upper part are the gaseous molecules. So what will happen if you want to increase the solubility of this gas present in the upper part, that is present above the liquid layer? So if you increase the pressure, then on increasing the pressure above these gas molecules, the solubility of these molecules, gas molecules above the surface of liquid will increase, and the gas will be easily soluble in the given solvent. So here we are compressing the gas with the help of a piston. So we are applying pressure over the piston. So on increasing the pressure over the gas molecules, what will happen? The gas molecules will start to compress. The gas molecules will start to compress. And when these gas molecules start to compresses, they become closer to each other. So these gas molecules become closer to each other on increasing the pressure. So when they compress, they become closer to each other, and the volume of the gas molecules decreases, and the number of particles over the surface of liquid will also increase. Earlier the number of particles over the surface of liquid, you can see, were less, but now they have come closer. So over this layer of liquid, surface of liquid, the number of particles will increase. So when the number of particles over the surface of liquid increases, then the amount or the number of gas particles entering the liquid will also increase, thereby resulting in the increase in solubility of a gas in a liquid with the increase in pressure. Now this I can explain step by step. First we have to increase the solubility of a gas in a liquid. So we'll increase the pressure. So on increasing pressure, the solubility increases. Lower part is a solution and upper part is the gaseous solution. Now suppose earlier this was in a state of dynamic equilibrium, that is rate of gas particles entering the solution are equal to the rate of gas particles leaving the solution. They were earlier equal, and if you apply pressure, more pressure over the surface of solution, then the gas volume becomes small, and the number of gas particles over the surface of solution will also increase, as a result of which rate of gaseous particles which are striking the surface of solution will increase, and the solubility of gas will increase until a new equilibrium is reached. the solubility of a gas will increase until a new equilibrium is reached. And once a new equilibrium is reached, that is, no further amount of gas or the solute will be able to enter the solvent, then that will give you the solubility of gas in a solvent or in a liquid at on increasing the pressure, thereby increasing the solubility. So that's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.